Hi everyone, this is Vicky Huang from Bay Street Group. Following the great success of the Transit City and Forest Hill condos, Center Court Development is going to launch their first downtown project this year, 55 Mercer. Today, I'm at their head office to meet with Jason Lam, the VP of Sales and Marketing, to reveal the mystery for 55 Mercer.
It's good to see you, Vicky.
Good. So right now we know 55 Mercer is everywhere. A lot of people start marketing. We see that on all the social media and the newspaper website.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people, they really believe in this project and they really think it's a very special product. So from your point of view, why do you think 55 Mercer is a very unique project?
So the first thing is location. If you go on Google and type in 55 Mercer by Center Court, it's easy to tell right away that you're in the center of everything, of food, of jobs, of path, of subway, of entertainment. There's so much to like. So that would be the first point. The second point is for sure the fact that this doesn't come around very often. We don't get to bring a project this central, this special online to the marketplace for your investors and your buyers to absorb very frequently. In fact, every year over the last 6 years on average, it's been about 690 units per year. And that's not much. In a marketplace where we're selling 20,000 on average new homes, and to have such a great location, only have such limited supply, I think that is a very special opportunity that 55 Mercer offers you. And I think the big thing that I talked about earlier is just employment. Employment and everything that comes with it because, in this location, you're diversified. There's schools, there's universities, students, you've got AAA employment, you've got tech, you've got entertainment, you've got really all the great professions that a lot of your investors want as tenants, reliable tenants that make great incomes. And that will in turn sort of drive up the market and give everyone a great return.
So we all know that 55 Mercer is located at the core of the downtown Toronto. Mm-hmm. For those who are not quite familiar with downtown, can you tell us more about who are the people that live here and why they choose to live there?
So the first one is the people that live there are young professionals. The demographics of the downtown core, people that make great incomes, that work in tech, finance, medical, law, and they like the downtown lifestyle, which is quick, right? They want the lifestyle of convenience, of connectivity. You don't have to have a car in a lot of the instances where people are Ubering or using Lyft. So I think it's that lifestyle, and they gravitate towards this pocket. I think you see a lot of communities that surround the downtown core. You got a lot of people that migrate into the core. You've got people within the country that generally migrate to the core, and you have a lot of immigrants or young professionals that are not from Canada or not from the GTA. When they come here for opportunities, they migrate to the core. You got to see it to believe it, and I think when you are within 600 meters or 700 meters to the CN Tower, which is our beacon, then you know how close you are. Right? If you do an easy Google search, you'll see Union Station is very close. You'll see that University, Yonge, Bay is very close. You're in the midst of King, Queen, Front, which really define the downtown living. So, being so close, the path is absolutely paramount. There's so much to like, and I think it's all about that connectivity.
Can you tell us some background about Center Court's success story and why the buyers they so love about their project?
If you look at the history, and we've talked about it numerous times, Vicky, is we've done more in 10 years than most developers have had the opportunity to do in 20, 30, or 40. We've been able to do a lot. We currently have a number of projects coming online. 0 days of interim occupancy. We build incredibly fast. We always get to construction as fast as possible. We make sure that our investors have the absolute confidence in us and the broker community. So it's execution. It all comes down to thinking 3 or 4 or 5 steps ahead, being thoughtful about it, always being zoned before we launch. There's just a number of things that Center Court does time and time again in its core principles when they do project launches that it's always a success.
What are some highlights for the building and what amenities can we expect from 55 Mercer?
We've got 18,000 square feet of amenities, and I know that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. We've got a ground floor AAA retail space, which is going to really be a beautiful jewel box that will speak to the area's maturity and growth. So you've got Nobu, you've got Bisha, you've got King Toronto, you've got Mercer eventually, TIFF vibe down there. So it's going to be a great space. One of the cool programs we have is Peloton bikes, which is sort of this new innovative, bike personal training, and it's all over. It's everywhere. It's all the rage. And what's really unique is with these amenities, they allow you to speak to them. They allow you to put them on your MLS listings and get excited. And they allow the tenants and the users to be excited and talk about these amenities. That first appearance is everything. Perception is really reality in that grand lobby that we have, furnished by Fendi. We've got a really unique partnership, never been done before, with Pfaff Autos and in Modus. And we've got a really unique, valet, on-demand car program. We've also got an EV car share program with the best brands of Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Porsche. And then obviously our gym is always, every building we do, we have a massive gym that's 24 hours. So it's just, our amenities are the ones that I think separate us from our competitors and help elevate our product on the resale market and the rental market.
What kind of unit types and approximately square footage?
We start with 370 square foot studios, and we slowly get into one bedrooms in the mid 400 square foot pocket. One plus dens, in the high fives and the low 600 square feet. Two bedrooms in the mid to low 700 square feet, and three bedrooms in the low 800 square feet. And I think you have a lot of the tools that you can share with your clients, and I think they'll quickly recognize A, these are square, B, these are very efficient, and C, what's going to happen is they're going to see how this translates into the price point. And I think the total package, when you put all that together, that's what makes 55 Mercer a completely different launch relative to all the other downtown launches that have taken place over the last 12 months, 18 months, 24 months.
So when people buy in the property, of course, the location will be the first key factor. But they also want to buy in the good value. So they also very interested about what's the price for this project? So can you disclose a little bit about the price range?
I think it's important to also identify, where is the price going to be tomorrow as well? And it kind of speaks to the unique opportunities. These projects don't come along often. And we've seen the market sort of skyrocket. Every sub-market is doing incredibly well. We are very proud to say that we're starting in the mid 500,000s. And if you're looking in the downtown core of new homes, most of these projects are starting in the mid sixes, high sixes.
Yeah.
So we're giving people a tremendous amount of value in the end price, right? And that's really important for your buyers. And when you look across the competitors and all the successful launches that happened in 2019, I think we are in the most central location at a much better price point. Downtown core in the new homes is anywhere between 900,000 to $1 million, $1.1 million on average. We're going to be closer to 800,000. In my opinion, a better location, a better story, a better amenity program, a builder that executes. I think that is very obsessive and very successful in launching, building, completing in very aggressive timelines. So I think we're the total package, and I think the price point is going to be very attractive for your buyers.
What are the important days for our most anticipated project launch? And what kind of a VIP incentive for us as the Platinum brokerage?
So again, very exciting. We're going to be launching February 18th, which is very close, just around the corner.
Yeah.
And the incentive for our trusted broker partners such as yourself, we do have great incentives, a great deposit program that's 540 days out, capped development levies, and that's a great place to start. We're still sort of working out the kinks there, but we're just around the corner. It's important for all of your clients to get excited, to prepare ahead of time, because the real incentive is the opportunity to buy in this location. And everything else is small dollars relative to being able to secure a suite in one of the most rare locations that we've ever seen in the last 5 years or 10 years.
Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for your time.
This is for today's interview. If you are very interested in the 55 Mercer and you have any more questions, please contact our Bay Street agents. Thanks for watching. See you next time.